What a season of performative relationships. Okay. What a season. What a waste. Okay. What a waste now. It's Friday. I want to be comfortable. So I'm in my mama robe tonight, but I came to bring it the same way that I always do. Okay. I'm Denise Brady. I'm a life management family therapist, and we got some things to get into with relationships, self esteem, people being performative and being okay with being second and third. Okay. And I want to know, where are the people who were telling me this is a good guy? He's a decent guy. Y'all respect my opinion and my beliefs. Who was right? Yeah, I'm a Virgo and I'm shouting loud. I was right about a lot of things. Okay. Aren't- I think I'm always right. Okay, when it comes to these things. But hit that like, subscribe to the channel. Do all it do to support me. Now we start this reunion off. No games. Straight to it. All shots, no chasers. Okay. And so we start with Donna and Vince. How are they doing? Where are you? Vince, you said that you chose Donna, and here we are. Okay, shout out to OMG Reality TV. Okay. How are things going in the relationship?
Y'all who?
Oh, okay. I thought I just got through watching you and Vince. Right?
Yahoo. How y'all doing, Yahoo?
Tell me what's going on.
After decision day, we were
After decision day, it was nothing. There was nothing. Now I said, why would you choose somebody who cannot give you a timeline? Okay. Now, do I still believe that there's some neurodivergent things happening with Vince? I do. But we cannot use that as an excuse. Okay. Because throughout this reunion, it comes out he was dibbling dabbling with different folks. Donna wasn't even the primary. Okay. Donna wasn't the number one. Donna was just there, part of the performance. Okay. And I think a lot of women can relate to thinking they have been chosen when really, unfortunately, they're part of the circus. They didn't buy no ticket for. They didn't know they were signing up for a circus. But the clown is on stage, wasting your time and entertaining everyone in the audience. And so it comes out that they had a conversation that once the show was over, they're going to continue to get to know each other and date. Okay, that's all good. We're going to date, get to know each other. But he didn't tell me that he was dating other people from the show. Now, let me know, y'all. Does it matter that he was dating other people from the show versus him just dating people in general? Even though they had an open conversation, were boundaries set? When you guys have these conversations about we're going to get to know each other, we're going to date, do y'all have boundary conversations? Do y'all talk about when is it going to get exclusive? Do y'all talk about who is off limits? What's off limits? What do I want to know about you dating other people? Do you only need to tell me when you smashing? Do you only need to tell me when y'all hooking up? If y'all just going on dates, I don't need to know that. But I think oftentimes people go into casual relationships, situationships, when one person has more feelings than the other person, when one person has different expectations than what the other person is worthy of giving. And I don't think that Vince was in a place to be in a relationship. I really don't. And so she was under the impression that we were still dating. Oh, you were. But you were part of a circus. And it also comes out, oh, who was he dating? Lauren. Okay. And the same thing I said, Lauren was not ready for love. And she got a little bit of a, in a little bit of a tizzy when Donna tried to read her. I don't know if it was really a read. Let me know in the comments about what does it say about you as a woman if you were okay with being second? Okay. Because I hear you, Donna. But at the same time, I wonder what it say about you that you were willing to give Vince a second chance. When Tommy asked you, after knowing that he was dating Lauren saying she really didn't know that Donna was even in the picture. I know these ladies probably on a group chat, some of them be pillow talking to each other. Come on now. I don't really believe that you didn't know. Okay. And Donna is asked, would you give Vince another try? And there's a pause. Oh. You were just saying things about Lauren, but your actions are showing the same thing. We have to get to a place where we know what I'm going to put up with and the things I don't have to, and that I deserve better. I deserve better than what's being displayed to me on this stage. I deserve better than these offerings on the stage. And why am I in a place where I'm willing to take somebody and give them a second chance who did me dirty, who doesn't value me, who can't give me a timeline? And it's not even so much about the timeline. It's just that I don't know. I don't know when I want to get married. I don't know when we'll get engaged. I don't know. But are you moving with intention? Because you might not have a timeline. But tell me, what are the intentions saying? What are the actions that match the intention? So a lot of y'all fall for the potential, he's verbalizing the intentions, but ask yourself, what do those actions say? Because Vince, the actions in this segment, we're going to get into the rest. I was all right. Donna, you got some issues just like Lauren do. Okay. And I feel like, unpopular opinion, Lauren wants to be chosen. Okay. Lauren wants to be chosen. And nobody wants to speak up and say that because it's like, well, it's really the men. It's the women too, y'all. It's the women too. Now, as much as I believe that the men this season were very performative, I think some of the women lacked substance. I think some of the women lacked confidence and self-esteem. And we're going to get into that also. So you have one side of it where the men are coming in performative. You have performative relationships, performative people. But then you have the other side of it is that women are coming in and their self-esteem and self-worth is not where it should be. And you get the perfect rated love season. Okay. Because honestly, I said before, nobody was ready to love. And I wish that this show had the ability to have Tommy pour deeper into each of these people, because him being in a relationship for a long time, his own experience, him having kids, I do think that there is more that he could do. I just don't know if this type of show leads to him being able to be that person. Okay. And I do feel like he needs a co-host, a female counterpart. Now, I know his wife came on, was it in Philly or was it before Philly? His wife came on for a couple episodes one season, but I could tell the TV thing is for him, and she just like not probably into the TV thing. But I would love him to have some kind of co-host. I don't know if y'all would want to see somebody from past seasons, someone else from the own, franchise network, but there does need to be something else, an added layer to the show that is very much missing. And I'm not saying that has to be a woman, but this show lacks something, substance. It lacks. It's basically another layer, and we're at season 10, 11. We need something. We need that. And let me know what y'all feel like that thing is that's missing. Okay. Now they talk about Cardi. Why? Cardi was a waste of a segment. He lacks substance. He really doesn't have a personality. I've said before, I don't know how he got here. I don't know how he got as far as he did. Okay, I just don't get the appeal because he's kind of boring. Okay, and now they call him shallow. I don't think that he's shallow. I just think that he's boring, y'all. It's like he's boring. Okay? I feel like he's boring. Now, while looking at some of this, it makes me realize this reunion was filmed quite some time ago because I'm looking at this up here. I'm like, didn't this guy up here pass away? I didn't even notice him on the reunion. Okay, so they talk about Cardi. Now let's get to the other pick me.
First time college crush on Ready to Love. Nicole.
Hey.
What up?
Hey. 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 I'm comfortable tonight, y'all. Hey. Okay, Nicole. You have been yearning for a man for 15 years. 15 years. And in 15 years, you could have got another degree. You could have found the love of your life. Shit, you could have found yourself. Okay, you could have had some kids. But instead, you keep chasing men who are unavailable. And so we get this segment with Nicole and Ed. Okay. Now, she left the show, whatever. Okay. To try and make things work with Ed after all the women were saying Ed was emotionally unavailable. Try and make it work with this college crush. It's like, oh my God, my crush is on this show too. Maybe this is finally our opportunity to be together. Okay. Only for what? It didn't work out. Surprise, surprise. Okay. But let me take y'all through it real quick. Okay. Because oftentimes women chase men who are unavailable because their fathers were unavailable, because their mothers were emotionally unavailable. And because that is the love that you are used to, that's the love you're going to keep chasing. So Nicole went nowhere with Ed. But you know where she did go? The sheets with Vince. Yes, she did. Okay? It comes out that Nicole was creeping with Vince. The good guy. The one y'all told me he was of substance. The one y'all told me I need to go listen to the podcast he was on because he's not that bad of a person. I'm not saying he's a bad person, but he's not relationship material. Okay. Nicole has some work to do. Therapy, books. Get some of Nedra books, Boundaries, Family Drama. Okay, get some of her books on Amazon. Get the audiobook. Because something ain't up here, I don't think the flow go all the way to the top. Okay, elevator don't go all the way to the top. Because she says that she was creeping with Vince. I shouldn't say creeping. They were dating, y'all. They were dating. And she never watched the rest of the show. So she never knew that Vince had chose Donna. Cap. Okay. Cap, as the kids say, ain't no way you got all the way to this reunion without somebody telling you, even if you didn't watch it, somebody telling you what happened in the end. We have to come to a point where we take some accountability that we're okay with certain things. And some of those things are being chosen. No matter what the circumstances are, no matter if the person already has a partner, they're dating somebody. Because I need to feel the love. And once again, let's go back to that emotionally unavailable thing again. Because Vince is also emotionally unavailable, just like Ed is. And so I want you to go back and dig into, why do I continue to fall for men who are emotionally unavailable? Where does that come from in my life, that pattern, those behaviors? Did I see it with my mama? Did I see it with my auntie? That this is okay for me. This is the type of love that was bred and mirrored to me. Type of relationship. Because even after Vince is like, we see the backstage. Vince is like, oh, they talk about me.
I'm looking at this. It looked like you the one got eliminated.
They talk about me.
Like, when did it start? I guess that's the...
Okay. They talk about me. Oh, damn, they talk about me. So then he goes and has a conversation with Nicole and Donna. Man, if this is dating, we are seriously cooked, y'all. We are seriously cooked. Because Vince really has no explanation. Vince, to me, became the villain of this whole season. Y'all thought it was Bello at one point and other old boy with the furs, but really it was Vince. Okay? But backstage, Vince is trying to figure out, how do I get myself out of this situation? And the craziest part to me,
regular question. That's the first question.
I could answer the...
is that Nicole gets up and hugs him. And that she is still open to having some type of relationship with the villain. Okay. I don't know if it's a savior complex. I don't know if it's I want to be picked. But I know it goes back to what, y'all? Childhood. And the relationships you have seen. A lot of y'all saying y'all surprised that Vince was the villain of the season. Nicole is a pick-me. Where's her dignity? First, it was her college crush, then Vince. Let a man pick you, sis. And if you like them back, move forward. Somebody said, Nicole, what is you doing? Oh, this is a pretty long comment. Just sad shit, y'all, but this happens all the time. There's always a woman that's going to do whatever it takes. That includes not being exclusive to a man and have that intimacy. She must be Harvard, spell check, harboring some deep trauma if she's not getting love like she's supposed to. Lauren is definitely wrong. It is you and your homegirl. Y'all didn't like Vince. You were only talking to him because you were bored and you believe you secretly won the prize. Donna, he played into your insecurities of wanting to be married and have a child. I agree. The problem is when you give men the game plan and your milestones, they take that and they run with it. And then they look to do little things to see if they can get away with it. Breadcrumbing. Okay, I'm going to call it out. Breadcrumbing, y'all. Do little things to see if they can get away with it. When he picked you at the end and he said he wanted to just date and not be exclusive, you should have left his ass right there when he was where he was. Vince is wrong, but they all wrong as well. Very true. You have these milestones, you have these desires, but you put those aside because something is better than nothing. And once again, the foundation of the relationship we're building, right? This is the beginning of our relationship. So I'm showing this man what I will accept, what he can get away with. And we're going to water that seed and see what that seed turned into. Weeds. Okay, lots of weeds. It didn't grow into a healthy plant. It grew into some damn weeds. That he got these different interactions, these different things going on with women. And I want to say, this is just what we're seeing on the show. Who knows if it's somebody else, some other girls out there that are not a part of the show. But once again, what you do at the beginning, what you invest in, will be what someone says, oh, okay, I can get away with this. This is what she will put up with? She'll put aside her goals for me? My words? Oh, I don't gotta take actions because of the potential of what I said. And once again, Donna, you are also very logical and smart. So what are we doing here? It's sad to watch. It's sad to watch. What got you to this point? That you will put aside your goals, the things you want, your desires to be picked, to say somebody picked you. Okay, I know I'm preaching tonight. I'm preaching tonight, y'all. And so we see Nicole hug Vince and say she still wants to make it work. It doesn't matter about anybody else, baby. It doesn't matter about anybody else. Okay? It's me and you. It's me and you. And then I think we see some segments about who said what, like some kind of quote BS. And the whole reunion, Dominque, is it Asante? I know I got her name wrong the last recap, so I apologize. Them two are pissed. The energy they've been given this whole reunion is that they got their heart broke. Okay, now this episode we did not see Asante, but we did see Bello and Dominque. Okay, let me see if there's anything else worth this whole massage thing wasn't worth it to me. Okay, filler.
Right, Dominique. Let's talk about this love story.
What love story? What love story? Ain't no love story. Okay.
From the moment I seen Bello, I was like,
Lust.
It's nice looking. And we had
very lustful.
a vibe.
These gloves are annoying.
Like sometimes we would be in a room and nobody else would exist.
But there's a certain chemistry, certain energy between you two.
Undeniably. From day one,
Bello is so performative, y'all, and exhausting. But then I've said, I feel like Dominque lacks personality, lacks substance. And I think men fall for the aesthetic. And I said also, I was pretty sure they got physical before the end of the experience. Once again, the foundation. And this whole like get up, the Muslim culture, is it real? The attire, is it real? Or is it also part of the performative thing he's doing? Okay. So they talk about their relationship. Bello feels she was not a wife and he wasn't honoring parts of himself. So I believe on Christmas, he broke it off with her. And she is hurt because, of course, she got her heart broken. She invested everything into him throughout the experience, not really getting involved in other people. But their relationship was very much physical. It lacked substance. I don't feel like they really got to know each other past physical chemistry. You can have physical chemistry, but what's it going to do? Once the punani wore off, once the honeymoon is over, okay. Once the thing been up in it, what's left? Okay. Now she says that his money wasn't right. She's upset that she brought her family into it. I don't think she ever met his family. Red flag. Or it sounds like she didn't meet his family. Correct me if I'm wrong. But he was a part of her life. Same old shit we probably hear every season, y'all. It didn't work out. Okay. But we have to see past the physical sometimes and ask ourselves, outside of that, what else do we have going for us? What else are we bringing into each other's lives? I don't know. It feels like Bello also saw that Dominque was something to do. a fun time. And at this point in your life, you have to know if you want to get married, what that person needs to um, carry, what is about them, what are the things in your mind that you want a wife. And I feel like you probably knew that this was not going to be the wife for you, but you chose to have a good time and waste her time. Okay. So it's like the comments are saying she pursued, she targeted, she thought she got what she wanted. I'm sure the red flags were clear as day, but she wanted Bello. It was better for everyone to let her have that man. I feel bad it didn't work out, but she definitely about to find her king. Y'all in the comments saying he gay. From the beginning, I called it immediately to me. This was a lustful connection, but all the feels in the world probably made it feel otherwise. Not surprised. Not surprised. Yeah, she was very much stand on business. I know damn right, Monique, if he's not going to stand on business about you, you damn sure have to stand on business for yourself. Bello talks a good game. I think that he knows how to make things look a certain way on stage. And I think I wonder if his life is a stage. Who is he really? Because this version to me is also not the version that we saw on the show. And I think he played her. But I think Dominque also wanted to win. And I think at times she has mean girl energy. And she wants to put in other people's faces that I got him, he mine. And she got her in the process. I even saw her throughout the episode kind of rolling her eyes, with Nicole when Nicole was talking and, making these little comments on the side. Very mean girl energy. All right. But Bello wasted her time. They wasted each other's time. You have to be willing to put in the work to make a relationship work, especially at the beginning, especially when you're on the TV show. When you're in that bubble, the bubble can make it feel a certain way. The good times, the dates, you're in that honeymoon stage. But what happens when they say cut? That's a wrap. On Ready to Love. Now go back to your regular lives. And Dominque is a beautiful girl, a beautiful woman, a successful woman. But you can have all the success in the world, but still make some poor decisions when it comes to relationships. I think they were both wrong in different ways. There's no full blame on Bello. There's no full blame on Dominque. I think they made poor decisions based off of physical attraction. Okay. I still don't understand how, him being Muslim was supposed to be integrated into her family household, who her daddy wasn't about that. Okay. And even though it's about their relationship, she has children. So I think there was going to be family integration. And I don't know how that was really going to work out. Okay. I really don't. Now, the whole thing was a mess. Okay. It was a mess. The men come on this show for attention. Any man that goes on a dating show is a red flag. This needs to be the last season. It's not going to be the last season, though. Okay. It's not going to be the last season. Too much money. I just think it's time for a switch up. We need substance. Maybe it's more solo dates. Maybe it's them going through some dating coaching during the season, during the episodes. But we get to the end of the season and the same thing happens. By the time reunion comes, nobody's together. People have started co-mingling. Okay. And I think Tommy said, what he said, this is the best looking season they've ever had or something like that. I'm like, do he say that every season? Does he say that every season? Okay. But here we are again at the end. Where the couples at? Where the couples at? Okay. Now this is only part one of the reunion. I guess they're going to be doing 2 parts. Oh, and she also said he had a girlfriend the whole time. Now, some of y'all been in my comments saying that he married. I have not been able to find anything saying that he's married. A girlfriend. That wouldn't be surprising because a lot of people go on this show, just these shows, not this one, but these reality shows for promotion, to build the brand, to make money. Okay. So I wouldn't be surprised if he had somebody waiting for him to be off the show. But it's sad that he wasted her time, her kids' time. Getting to know her kids. That's why you also have to be very careful with how soon you bring kids into this dynamic. This TV show, a reality show, you don't know him. And we bring kids into the situation, the kids get hurt, they get damaged, they get traumatized. Some of them ain't even here no more because somebody mama decided to bring home a man too soon. Okay. But I want to know you guys' thoughts on this season. Here we are. Nothing has changed. And we're on what, season 11? Is it season 11? Yeah. Yeah. So here's what we got. Men who are emotionally unavailable. Women who want to be pick-me's, who are pick-me's. Low self-worth, low self-esteem. Cameras. And when you put those things together, you get ready to love, where nobody is actually ready to love. And it's sad because they end up hurting each other, wasting one another's time for the sake of promote a podcast, a fashion business, getting your name out there. Let me know, what do you guys think that we need to change? How can this show get better? Or is it that the network makes so much money they ain't got to do nothing? They can just continue to breadcrumb us each season. Okay. Have we been being breadcrumbed for all these years? But I'm Denise Brady. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, let me know your thoughts. And of course, turn on notifications so you always know when one of my videos drop. And I'll see you guys in the next one. All right. Bye. See ya.